find. Part snack shack, part foodie paradise.
I could put down several orders of these. These scare me.
Refined checks out the Golden Gardens hotspot that's serving up more than just soda and chips. Plus,
I would argue we're one of the best kept secrets.
Refined explores the family fun in the Seattle Southside, from a waterfront wonder to a trampoline takedown. And Refined's film critic takes on the Tom Cruise franchise Mission Impossible. Is it a ticking time bomb or a must-see movie this weekend? Seattle Refined starts now.
Hi everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson, joining you today from Golden Gardens in Ballard. Look how pretty it is out here. I have to say, this has got to be one of my favorite spots in the city. But one thing that used to be missing was great food right here on the beach. But that's all changed in a big way. Refined's Brandon Bernstead explains.
On a sunny Seattle day, there's nothing better than the feeling of the sand between your toes and the sound of waves lapping against the shore.
I feel like you get onto Seaview Avenue and you start driving towards Golden Gardens and like something just changes.
Golden Gardens, a gem just minutes from downtown Ballard. It's a place to play, a place to relax, even a place where love can bloom. Just ask Miri Plowman and her partner in life and business, Gabe Skoda.
We have some really great history here. We had our first date here.
We've come full circle and created a business and made something special down here at Golden Gardens.
That business, Miri's at Golden Gardens, is technically a concession stand. Technically. Like any snack shack, they carry chips and candy and soda. But that's where the similarities end. It's better to think of Miri's as a beach cafe, a year-round operation where Miri and Gabe are serving up the food that makes them happy.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a mishmash of a little, like, how does that all go together? It's like, it goes together because it's all tasty food that you want to eat at the beach.
The menu draws from Miri's background. She was born in Israel and has family ties to Holland, and Gabe's experience working in some of Seattle's top kitchens. That means things like kebab sandwiches and homemade flatbread, fresh fruit acai bowls, and poffertjes, mini Dutch pancakes, difficult to pronounce and downright delicious.
Who doesn't like pancakes? You know, it's a very like universal joy.
Poffertjes are a popular street food in Holland, cooked in a special cast iron pan. And making them?
Oh no.
Well, it's definitely harder than it looks.
You're up.
Let's do it. How were those?
They're not bad. You overfilled it a little bit.
While my mediocre batch of poffertjes cooks, Miri shows me the technique for removing them from the pan. She's been making these at farmers markets for years, so she's a pro. I most definitely am not.
Oh, lost one.
We always tell...
My attempt at flipping the poffertjes does not go much better.
We're trying.
You're doing amazing. You're hired. We try to not put fingers on people's food. You're fired.
Fired in 30 seconds.
In one batch of pancakes.
Despite losing my job, Miri lets me stick around to test my handiwork. Poffertjes can be topped any number of ways. We're going with fresh berries, homemade whipped cream, and of course, powdered sugar.
Oh man. They're so good. Like, I could put down several orders of these. These scare me.
Yeah, well, you know, they're like the perfect bite size, and you know, 4 or 80, they're good for everybody.
A perfect bite in a perfect setting.
You guys got to check this out. For Seattle Refined, I'm Brandon Bernstead.
Do you have a favorite beachside snack shack we need to check out? Log on to SeattleRefined.com and let us know.
In other foodie news, local steakhouse Asadero is expanding.
Asadero already has a busy location in Ballard, but now they have an even bigger space in Kent. The menu is mostly the same, consisting of south-of-the-border meats and other delights. Owners will reportedly open a third location in Tacoma sometime next year. There's a new and cheaper way to enjoy wine tasting around town. Savor Seattle Food Tours is now offering a Seattle Wine Passport. The passport costs about $60 and lets you explore 10 wineries of your choosing in Seattle and Woodinville. And it also comes with $50 worth of free ride credits for Lyft. To learn more, log on to our website.
Changing gears now, it's that time of summer when kids are saying the 3 words every parent dreads: I am bored. But you can fix all of that thanks to our sponsor, Seattle Southside Regional Tourism Authority. Just pay a visit to Tukwila, SeaTac in Des Moines, where the possibilities are endless for family fun.
If you're a kid or still act like one, then the Seattle Southside is calling your name. It's home to some of the best family attractions in the state. You can spend hours at the Family Fun Center in Tukwila, or have a splash at Angle Lake Park in SeaTac. But there's one hidden gem you may not know about.
I would argue we're one of the best kept secrets.
If you head to Redondo Beach in Des Moines, you'll find the Marine Science and Technology Center at Highline College. It's free and fascinating.
Our aquarium and facility it's a great hands-on area. We have these skeletons, that skulls and fur pelts that people can touch. The students all the time or visitors are dinosaur. No, it's actually, this is an animal that that lived here in the Puget Sounds, just a couple years ago. We have over 300 species, and our systems are live, and we actually, to get nerdy, we call them a flow-through aquarium system, and so they recruit life from the Puget Sound, and so we're finding new species all the time in our tanks that weren't there yesterday.
I think it's awesome that you can come and just visit the gallery and the aquarium and their touch tanks and stuff like that. I love that there's all sorts of things that you learn about fish and marine science, and that everyone here is really interested.
The center is only open on Saturdays because it's mainly a teaching facility. This particular day, they held a summer camp for future marine biologists.
Hey Randy, that's our funny looking one.
It's actually really fun. I definitely recommend it.
Come down for an hour, go for a walk on the boardwalk, get coffee at Salty's or lunch, whatever it is, and check out the aquarium. Have fun and learn a little bit about the coolness that is our Puget Sound.
But if you're looking for some extreme family fun, head to Flying Circus in Tukwila.
You don't have to drive into downtown to experience something like this. I think we're very reasonably located in the Seattle Southside.
There's so much going on here. A lot more than just trampolines, right?
Absolutely. We get roped into this trampoline park kind of category, but we like to envision ourselves as an aerial recreation facility. We've got attractions, geared towards a younger crowd. We've got attractions for you. We've got
What do you say, I'm an old guy? Is that what you're saying?
A little bit. I think parents are used to coming and watching their kids jump. Here, they try to pay for their children, and a couple minutes in with their children jumping, they want to get in on the action and actually come up and pay and show their kids how to do some of the things.
I wanted to show my kids how it's done. It was time for a Swanson smackdown at Family Circus, and I'm not going easy on them. Just in case you were wondering, no kids were harmed in the making of this segment. Me, not so much. All I know is that when it comes to family fun, no one plays harder than Seattle Southside. If you want to learn more about family fun in the Seattle Southside or any other adventure, learn more at SeattleRefined.com. Seattle Refined is just getting started.
It seems so challenging and so just inspiring.
I have the opposite reaction. I just think, ouch, looks painful.
It's yoga meets Cirque du Soleil. Our most flexible, refined staff members take one for the team at something called Acro Yoga. But first,
how long before a man like that has had enough?
Tom Cruise is at it again. Refine's review of Mission Impossible Fallout. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Garth Swanson. It is that time again. Time to see what's new at the movies this weekend.
We're taking you down.
How are you gonna do it? What are you gonna do? You gonna fart on me?
First up, Teen Titans Goes to the Movies, the big screen's version of the popular Cartoon Network show. In this adventure, the 5 young superheroes try to stop a villain's maniacal plans for world domination. The trailer actually looks pretty funny, and it's rated PG. Also opening tomorrow, something for adults only, the provocative dramedy Blind Spotting. It's about two friends coming to grips with the gentrification of their Oakland neighborhood. But things take a dark turn when one of the friends, who's on probation, witnesses a police shooting. Blind Spotting is rated R.
But the big dog at the movies this weekend is Mr. Top Gun himself, Tom Cruise. Cruise is back as super spy Ethan Hunt in the 6th and the latest edition of the Mission Impossible franchise, Fallout. Here's refined movie critic Scott Rondo with Rondo's Reviews.
Grab your popcorn. Tom Cruise is back as super spy Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible Fallout. Once again, our hero and his team are tasked with nothing less than saving the world. This time, it's a race to track down stolen plutonium before terrorists can use it to unleash a global catastrophe.
This is the CIA's mission. If he had held on to the plutonium, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
This is the 6th film in the Mission series, and it doesn't deviate too far from the winning formula of the others. That is, fight, car chase, outrageous stunt, rinse and repeat. And filmmakers have pulled out all the stops, including a daring Halo skydive stunt that Cruise actually did himself.
The sequence is incredibly grueling. It's very technical. It's very dangerous, to be honest.
The 56-year-old star gets an assist from a great supporting cast that includes Simon Pegg, Alec Baldwin, and Henry Cavill as a CIA agent who may or may not be what he seems. When Mission Impossible stays on point, it's a thrill ride. Subplots about Ethan's relationship with his first wife and the whisper of romance with another spy seem like unnecessary speed bumps. And then there's the length. If you ask me, the movie is about 30 minutes too long. And the action sequences are all so big and over the top that by the time you get to the last one, the audience is almost desensitized to it all. And to me, that's what keeps this good movie from being a great one. I give Mission Impossible Fallout 3.5 stars. Scott Rondo, Seattle Refined.
Mission Impossible Fallout is rated PG-13. Coming up.
Do you come up with these designs, or does the manhole kind of tell you what it wants?
Meet a local artist on the road to greatness. Plus, the Seattle Yoga studio that will have you spinning.
Welcome back to Refine. I'm Gard Swanson. Seattle is just filled with talented artists, and it's no wonder there's inspiration around every corner. And as Refine's John Prentice discovered, sometimes underfoot too.
Sometimes it seems Seattle is painted in shades of gray. Gray skies above us, gray streets surround us. It's easy to miss the beauty below us, art right beneath our feet. Russell Mewitz brings a splash of color to these underappreciated pieces that just happen to be underfoot.
This one I'm actually going to do like a bright pastel purple type.
He sees the splendor in manhole covers and celebrates it, capturing their imprints with ink and canvas. He says the obsession started 7 years ago.
I was working on, I think, 4th and University. There's a really amazing cover right there on the corner. One day, I actually was just standing there, and I was like, hey, we should make a print off of this. And I basically fell in love with it.
Since then, Russell has become an expert of sorts. Some of these hat covers are over 100 years old.
So do you come up with these designs, or does the manhole kind of tell you what it wants?
Yeah, I like that. The manhole tells me.
No matter where the ideas come from, the designs are striking.
Go
Passers-by stopping in their tracks.
Walked by it 1,000 times in the last few weeks, and I never once noticed it until now. I think it's really cool.
Just fascinating. It's like taking something that we see every day and turning it into art.
And what's cool about making the prints is you really never know what you're gonna get. Like Bob Ross said, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents, right?
And if Russell gets stuck, he asks for help from whoever happens to be walking by.
Excuse me, question for you. Do you have a second? I want to ask you what color you think I should make the center of this.
I was going with orange.
Orange?
Right, yeah.
All right, buddy, thanks.
Now, with the metal manhole cover transformed by happy hues, it's time to make the print.
Once you put the canvas down, there's no going back. All right. This is where you get to feel all the fonts and the individual letters and the markings, and it's kind kind of my favorite part.
And then, the moment of truth.
Wow. Ah, yes, I love it.
The environmentally friendly ink will wash away in the next rain.
Bittersweet, I guess.
But the imprint will last forever, on canvas and in Russell's heart.
I was thinking this morning that one of the most satisfying parts is people say all the time, hey, I never noticed that. Once you start looking, it's like you can't stop.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
To learn more about that story or watch it again, log on to SeattleRefined.com. We'll be right back. But first, if there's a car lover in your family, make sure you tell them about the giant car show going on in Puyallup this weekend. More than 2,500 cars, from classic to hot rods, will fill the Washington State Fair and Events Center in Puyallup beginning Friday for the Good Guys 31st Pacific Northwest Nationals. If you're a car nut, this is a show for you and you do not want to miss it. To learn more, go to goodguys.com.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Gart Swanson. You know, a lot of folks will tell you they do yoga to de-stress. And now there's a new trend in yoga that might help you reach your zen and make you feel like you're in Cirque du Soleil. It's called Acro Yoga. And lucky for us, we found two folks in our office who wanted to try it out.
Carrie and I are about to slay some acro yoga.
Slay it.
If you don't know about Acro Yoga, prepare to be mesmerized. Just a quick Google search, and up pops photos and videos of this hot workout trend.
Acro Yoga is a blend between yoga and using partner elements, as well as acrobatics. So some circus art, some gymnastics, and blending them in a way that teaches trust and communication. It has been around for a fairly long time, but I would say that Cooler Movement is one of the few studios that does offer it in terms of like their yoga offerings.
Emily and Andrew are avid acro yogis, as they call it at Kula Movement in Ballard. They have fallen in love with the workout.
Well, we first saw some videos on YouTube, as everyone does, and we tried it in our living room and mostly ended in disaster, and then we ended up taking classes, and that was all we needed to really kind of get started.
Our Refined workout team, Carrie and Gina, also wanted to get started. They headed to the studio to brave their first acro class.
I'm Carrie.
Gina.
Nice to meet you.
I've taken one hot yoga class and I nearly passed out. So I don't know too much about yoga, so I'm really just here for the ride. I'm a newbie here.
It seems so challenging and so just inspiring.
I have the opposite reaction. I just think, ouch, looks painful. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like amazing to see like human bodies doing something that you can't even imagine yourself doing.
Right.
So like, are we about to do this? Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Well, and what I liked about watching them do it in person too is pictures, you know, everyone looks so graceful, but you could see them working. You could see the muscles shaking, and so it made you realize really how hard this is gonna be and how much it was gonna work your body.
After Emily and Andrew showed Carrie and Gina how it's done, it was their turn. Spoiler alert, acro yoga is a lot harder than it looks.
I'm going down.
It was hard, but it was really fun.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Yeah.
I was feeling muscles in my thighs that I've never felt before. I couldn't stop shaking.
My right hip glute area in particular is going to be sore tomorrow.
I think that was my thing, is I couldn't get out of my own way and like trust myself, because I was just like, there's no way that I can do this. But then like once you actually like got in the rhythm of doing it, it was like, oh, okay, I might be able to do this.
You did great.
I was impressed by Carrie. Carrie was killing the game. That, what was that, the starfish or the Chinese star?
Ninja star, something like that.
Amazing.
I had so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. You killed it.
Oh, so did you.
freaking killed
No,
it.
you did a great job.
Thanks.
I would love to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my husband here
Joe,
and make
come
him
on down.
To learn more about acro yoga, log on to our website.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gart Swanson. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you right back here on Seattle Refined.